Hey guys, welcome back to another snapshot video. I'm honestly really hyped about now, because so far those first two snapshots have been amazing. So much new content got added, and I also got a really good feeling about it. I'm actually so excited right now that I really want to play this new version once it comes out. So you might know if the Minecraft survival server is still in Minecraft version 1.12, because the disadvantages of updating always held us back. But now there's so much new content, we're actually considering right now to update 1.16 or 1.16.2, because it's how it often goes. So let's start with checking out the new mob that got added in today's snapshot, the so-called Piglin mob. They come in two versions, so the adult one and also a baby Piglin. It was always Mojang's plan to add a pigman civilization to the Nether. Before we only got the zombie pigmen, but yeah, now we also got the non-hostile Piglins. But they're only non-hostile if you actually wear some gold armor. So I got some golden boots on me. If I go in game mode survival, they won't attack me. But as soon as you would take off your boots or other pieces of armor, well, I'm getting attacked. As soon as I put the golden boots back on, then I'm fine again. This of course also works with the other pieces of armor, it doesn't only work with the boots. Alright, in case you're curious if the Netherite armor has the same effect, since gold is part of the crafting recipe, yeah, well, we can just try it out. I'm gonna go to survival real quick, getting attacked there. So I need at least one piece of gold armor to not get attacked by the piglins. The piglins also don't like the player opening containers next to them. They're probably afraid that you would steal from them, so I would open this shulker box, and despite wearing some gold armor, I'm still getting attacked. Interacting with other container blocks is fine though, so I can still click on a furnace or a dropper. So it seems like barrels, shulker boxes, ender chests, and a trap chest and normal chest is what's causing the piglins to attack. The piglins spawn in two biomes. The new Crimson Forest biome is the main habitat, but they would also occasionally spawn in the Nether Waste biome, basically the old Nether. But there, I would rarely see them. Zombie pigmen are still more likely to spawn there. Piglins also have an arch enemy, the wither skeleton that spawns in the Nether fortress, but they're afraid to attack alone. But if you have two or more piglins, they get enough courage to attack the wither skeleton as a team. As you can see here, the wither skeleton also doesn't stand a chance against two of those piglins. The piglins also stay out of the soul sand valley because they're really afraid of the soul fire. So if they would have it anywhere near them, they would flee. And of course, this would also affect the Soulfire Torch and the Soulfire Lantern. So if you have any of those blocks around, then the piglin will flee. So you can use that maybe to keep the piglins out of your base. The piglins are also scared of the zombie pigmen and will flee if they see them. By the way, the zombie pigmen is also supposedly changing soon. Will become a new texture and the name will change to Zombified Piglin. One of the funniest things about the piglins is that they're attracted by gold items. So if I throw some, for example, gold nuggets out, it won't take long until one of the piglins takes notice and picks them all up. This is also the case for other gold items. For example, they would pick up gold ore, so the baby won't get it first. So also give the adult ones some gold ore. Yeah, then they hold it in their hand, look at it a little bit, and then put it away in the inventory. Takes about 5 seconds and then they put it away. But yeah, don't worry, the gold ore isn't lost. If you try to decide to kill those piglins, you can even get it back. So they save it in the inventory. It seems like the piglins are not interested in all golden items. So they show some interest, for example, in gold blocks. But on the other hand, I haven't seen them picking up any golden rails. And I also don't think they would pick up clocks or even netherite ingots. They craft out of gold ingots as well. Yeah, they don't show any interest in that. But on the other hand, the baby piglins, they pick up all sorts of items. So I think they pretty much pick up everything. There we go. Baby piglin stole the rails. You would also pick up your netherite ingot, but you can still try to get it back by killing the baby piglin. One of the most interesting aspects of the piglin's love for gold is the fact that they would also exchange some items for it. So if you throw them some gold ingots, I will receive something back, in this case some flint. Yeah, now it's holding the gold ingot for a while and it's putting it away. Unfortunately, you can't get it back afterwards anymore, of course. But yeah, at the moment there's also a nice exploit. Let's try to get another piglin. But it's also something that will be fixed. So if you get your item, you can immediately kill him and get your ingot back. I released a video earlier showcasing all the items that you can get, the amount and the chance to get them from the Piglin bartering. So in case you want to check that out, there's a link in the video description. Piglins that somehow make it to the overworld will be converted into zombie pigmen. So it takes about 15 seconds. The beginning they start shaking and then they're converted into the zombified piglins or zombie pigmen. So let's follow this one here. Shouldn't take long. It's also not dependent on any skylight access or anything. So only the fact that they're in the overworld will convert him into zombie pigmen. So in case you want to do anything piglin related, you have to go to the Nether. You can't bring them to the overworld. Of course, we're also going to check what happens in the end dimension. Seems like the piglins are fine there. So it should be doable to send a piglin through a Nether portal and then quickly into the end dimension, in case you for some reason want to have him there. But there's even more to the piglins. Those are really complex creatures, a lot to talk about. They also sometimes attack the new Hoglin mob that was added last week. It's also an interesting fact. They burn in lava and fire. Okay, I'm just waiting for some Hoglins to get attacked. Seems like also you need more than one piglin to go on a Hoglin hunt. Ah, there we go. The Hoglin is getting attacked, but the Hoglin is also fighting back. Now they actually started a fight with the zombie pigmen by accident. Oh, now it's getting funny. It seems like it just takes a certain amount of time until the piglins would attack the hoglins. The piglins also despawn like normal hostile mobs, so it seems like once they reach a certain age, they would go on a hoglin hunt. Let's talk about the hoglin a bit more. Those were added last week, but it didn't do much. But now they're also a hostile mob that would attack the player, and they also drop different materials now. Last week they only dropped rotten flesh, but this time we get less. The hoglins are also quite dangerous, like ravagers. They can fling you up a little bit, not quite as much. Sometimes it happens. I'm also wearing my knockback armor, so that prevents it a little bit. The baby hoglin also sometimes can attack you, but those are not really dangerous. If I'm wearing no armor at all, then they do half a heart of damage, and in full gear, almost do no damage. It's also quite interesting that the hoglins are about 1.4 blocks tall, so they are the only mob that can spawn under slabs. So of course, since we're Psycraft, immediately came up with a nice pork chop farm. This actually would supply with quite a lot of food. It is built at the top of the Nether. Just need to place down some soul sand and wither roses, and you get yourself a nice food farm. Just need some hoppers below the soul sand. Another fun little detail is that the hoglins are afraid of the warped fungi. So yeah, like the piglins that run away from the soulfire torch, they really don't like the warped fungi. Probably ate them, is poisonous for them, so they're really scared of those. You can also try to breed the hoglins using crimson fungi, but it's quite dangerous because they still try to attack you. Another interesting thing is that in this snapshot you can assemble a wither using soul soil now instead of soul sand. I'm quite curious if you can also mix it up. Yep, so this still makes a wither. Alright, so now let's see what the piglins do to the wither since they attack the wither skeletons. Quite sure the wither will attack the piglins, but let's see what they do. Yeah, it seems like the wither still boss. Oh no! See how this one goes. Got him. Yeah, they are using piglins to kill the wizard. No, they don't have a chance. You can also create a beacon base out of netherite blocks now. So this is really the ultimate flex. Making one of diamond blocks, okay, but netherite blocks, this is so much harder. So in total you would need to find 5,904 ancient debris to make one full beacon base. This is quite a challenge. Additionally, you can also now waste your netherite by using it up in the beacon. That is also a possibility you have now. Don't recommend it. We also have a change to the Enderman. Instead of picking up netherrack directly, they would now pick up nylium, sort of warped nylium and the crimson nylium as well. So basically the block at the Enderman holdable tag, while the normal Netherite doesn't anymore. So this was done in order to prevent, yeah, a warped forest biome being demolished completely. So it was actually a video idea I had to tick warp Enderman in such a biome for a while, because it wouldn't take long until it would have picked up all the Netherrack below. So now they would only pick up like the top surface level, and that's it. Probably a good decision. Snow golems also got some love in the snapshot. In previous versions, it could actually happen that they get damaged by snow. So that happened if there was some snowfall in an extreme hills biome, and then the game kind of didn't distinguish between the snow and the rain in those biomes. So rain still damages the snow golem, but snowfall no longer does irregularly. Additionally, if you shear their pumpkin off, it also now drops as an item. Infested stone blocks that are blown up by TNT will also now spawn the silverfish again. So previously the silverfish got blown up with the blocks. Yeah, now you get them all this way. It's kind of interesting because previously the only way to get the silverfish out of the stone was to damage a silverfish nearby. And yeah, this is definitely the fast alternative. Soulfire is also now able to burn items, still with an orange flame, but this little detail might be adjusted later. I also tested minecarts, still don't burn in lava. Alright, so that was today's snapshot. Also make sure to check out my video from earlier about the Piglin bartering. Thanks so much for watching, see you next time, bye bye!